Hello, Cancers. If you'd like to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. We are going to create an ink blot on the scroll made in your name and essence that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We'll add on some oracle cards, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking, we have Ghost Tube for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, pleased to receive a release freely. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. Let's go. Cancers, your animal rune that stepped forward is the horse movement. If that means anything to you, while we create our portal to receive in. I hope you're doing well, feeling well, Cancers. As you know, please see, sense, and feel for yourself. Feel well to comment below. As your reflections do add to the reading, they deepen it and they inspire our interconnected nature. Also, Cancers, you can drop an emoji, give it a like, all that kind of good stuff. I appreciate any interactions with the channel. All right. When you're ready, if you'd like to join me in closing the eyes and taking a nice deep breath. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Cancer Collective. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. Cancers, when you're ready. When? There you go. You know the drill. You can take a screenshot so you can scry later on your own time if you'd like. Okay. I'm seeing binoculars. I feel like I'm looking at someone, or someone may be looking at me from far away. I want to give them a hug, but I don't know that it's... not really sure. I'm down here. I'm not really sure. What is that kind of bear? Is it a panda or a koala? One that you think is going to be really nice and cuddly, but it's like they got quite the... I think it's koala. But I'm seeing the koala with like panda coloring. So it's like I don't really know. I'm definitely seeing penguins, if penguins means anything to you, and I'm seeing penguins or somebody with 2 children. Late. Yeah, if your lady time is late, you might be pregnant with twins, or you have 2 children, you're expecting a third, something along that lines. These binoculars are, I don't know, Cancers. Stop recording. I am seeing a gentleman. Okay, so when I'm in these binoculars, I am utilizing them, not physically, symbolically speaking, of course, for at least for me, being a guest in your aura, so thank you. I am using these binoculars to see somebody in spirit. Yeah, they have passed. I am perceiving them as an angelic presence. As soon as I said that, I have heartburn. Oh, that just came up, that heartburn. Let's get a talisman card as well while we're sitting here. They've moved on, so they have transitioned. To your left. And I'm seeing them like, I've never seen the movie Shrek, so I don't know what that means to somebody else. But the way I'm seeing it, I feel like they're a very friendly presence, probably male. With mixed masculine, I feel like they're male expressed with masculine and feminine energies, very balanced and harmonious, meaning, but not still and stagnant, just like fluid, very, very fluid. There's another set of eyes here, Cancer. There are eyes. What are those eyes? These feel like lady eyes or like eyelash eyes. Do I have something stuck in my eye? Is that wisdom that you put over there? Can I get another one? And happiness. Okay, so that wisdom eye, or at least the way I'm seeing it, it's like there's the eye with all these eyelashes. Somebody in spirit, could be this masculine but fluid energy, is just so happy looking down at me. Cancers. This, oh my goodness, that came flying out. Shaman of Reflections. They want to give you a great big hug, and they do. There's something about, you might feel sensations as well when they like gently touch you. I got to go down this other rabbit hole that's blatantly right there about whether it's you watching somebody else from afar, or this isn't the spirit realm. This feels very earthly. So either somebody's watching you or you're watching them from afar. Maybe that's online. Maybe that's digitally. Maybe it's, you know, Epicray and it's with binoculars. I don't know. Because I kind of feel like I'm spying, but I don't know that my intention is malicious necessarily. I feel like I just, it's the koala panda thing. I don't know how it's going to be approached. Dancer of Life in the Spirit of Nurture in the reverse. Reverse. I feel like I said that weird. And this is coming in your Cave of Winds. See, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if... do you know how it makes me feel? If something will be reciprocal. Like, does he like me? Does she like me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But then in this other air, it's... Okay, give me a moment. Reflectively, it's like our lives are different, or we live in different places, or there's just space, and something wasn't or couldn't be nurtured if there was a prior engagement or interaction. Or maybe I feel like something wasn't nurtured, and I keep giving that life.
Weak.
Yes, and maybe somebody was weak in a certain spot, or is weak. I'm not sure what the judgment is, or the compassionate understanding of where maybe you or they are at in this, you know, chapter of their story, that they are working on a strength of sorts, and maybe the connection will come together in a different time. But I do see this movement towards it, but then I kind of like, again, it feels like from afar. I don't know if it's online or through a window. Let me see what's going on in the heart. Cave of Hearth Fires for Cancer. I feel like I'm learning to fly. Specifically in an area of my eyes. I don't know what that means. Dancer of Reconciliation is in the heart space, so maybe you feel like this is like that coming together. There's also a family, somebody specifically with a family member. They could be in the spirit or afterlife and have already transitioned and moved on. And or because there's two blatant rabbit holes here for me to go down, but the story is the same. If you had somebody that passed and they're back, they're with you, and they're part of your family, the lineage that you know. On another end and aspect, it feels like this. Something reflectively that I'm moving through, like from the ice age into the winds of my mind of how I'm feeling. I kind of want in my heart is the reconciliation. Am I going to move towards that? Because I come back into that question, like, do they like me? Do they not like me? Not saying that that's the context, but that's just how I'm feeling it in the simplest way to share it. Are they going to receive? Is there an apology that's required? Do I need a show of strength? Do I need a show of sorry or sorrow? I don't know. And am I going to respect that? Well, I might have been reflecting and, you know, nurturing different things or etc. That will I respect, or will they respect that I haven't maybe had time, or I've been
Spirits are here.
Focusing on other things. So will I respect that the reconciliation may simply be different than I was expecting, or the same, and prepared to act on that, and make movement wisely towards my happiness. Dancer of Friendship. And this is in the Cave of Rivers of how one is feeling. I do see this like celebrate this reconciliation of starting with friends first, and maybe that's even just having a friendly frequency towards something or towards someone. Maybe this is a job, maybe this is a person, maybe this is a thing. It's none of my business. It is what it is. You know all the channels: corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, the yada yada yadas. Yeah, Cave of Earth, because there was okay, so even though it was on the bottom, Shaman of Birth, okay, because I don't want to reignite a past conflict, even if it's within myself, as I've been reflecting or taking a look at this or reviewing something from afar, whatever the case is. The person who is past is almost like been with you, paralleling in this state of reflection. This message might be for one people or many. I'm not sure. Specifically if somebody is past, more recent, so timeline that you can, really plug into that. They are reflecting as well with you, and they have been moving through conflicts, almost like in constipations of the, communications with you. And I think that's where the eyes come in. I can say, like, I'm going to be able to see more. I've been seeing symbols, shapes, and so on, and I'm going to receive more of that. There might have been something conflictual about their passing, but I feel like inevitably I'm going to focus on, and while that information might be needed, validated, warranted, etc., but I feel like in the spirit of their life, I'm not going to nurture the unknown over the love and the life that they had, or I had with them, in their friendship and their kinship. This does very much so feel like a friend. When I wander down the other rabbit hole of interacting with somebody from the living, this is a living to living situation. There's reconciliation, friendship. I feel like I don't want something to be reoccurring. Yeah, I don't want something to be reoccurring. So I'm very much so listening with an open heart and open ears. I want to hear, or they want to hear, what you have to say legitimately, how your movements match up, how their movements match up to that, to like almost like a double-ended confirmation or double-ended crystal. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to be hurt about it. I'm here to see it. I'm here to really acknowledge everyone on their own journey. And while we may have the greatest intentions that we say and do and don't say, I feel like Cancers, you're really listening to the reality of it, likable or not. If they're like, or you're like, whoever this is, I really want to get back together. I'd like to, fix this, repair this, or get this job. Whatever it is. But you're like just truly listening, or they're truly listening to your response, to be like, you know what, the reality is what it is. And I want to nurture the space of that acknowledgement. If you're not ready, or if it's not time, or you're still harboring things because you're still going through your reflections and your process, I get it. I'm not going to create conflict over that. If we're in different places, different times, different spaces, and it's not working, or the connection, is waning, or the connection is growing stronger, movements and words need to match up. Movements and words need to match up. But either way, I feel like you're just really harnessing. I don't know how else to say it. If I'm yammering, I apologize, because I'm seeing the penguin again, but I'm also then seeing the koala, but with the panda, something about the black and white of it, and just seeing that all for what it is and being okay with it. Not saying I like it or don't like it or I'm over the moon about it. I'm just really listening to the earnesty and honesty of the energy, because that has value for you to move towards new friends, new jobs, new people, places, or things, and or reconcile. I'm going to head over to the extended Cancers. If you were joining me, I will see you on the other side, Scrying. If not, I totally understand too, but I'm grateful for your time, awareness, and I am so appreciative of you. Until next time, bye.